My action research report proposal. Research question. In what ways can changing seating arrangements often help decrease disruptive behavior among students in the classroom? By Shawana McCullough, Florida International University. Course, Integration of Curriculum, Assessment, and Instructions. This is my presentation of my action research poster. My introduction. Disruptive behavior is a definite problem all classrooms must deal with. This research analyzes the cause of disruptive behavior and create classroom management strategies to address the disruptive behavior. In regarding issues of disruptive behavior, the teacher did not reinforce evidence-based intervention strategies. My action research question. In what ways can changing seating arrangements often help decrease disruptive behavior among students in the classroom? The purpose of my action research poster is to explore how regularly altering seating arrangements in classrooms can help diminish disruptive behaviors among students in the classroom. Personally, as a teacher, I like using the traditional seating arrangement because using the traditional seating arrangement cuts down on a lot of the talking and on the disruptive behavior. And you also have 5 other different seating arrangements that other teachers may use in the classroom, such as round table, horseshoe or semicircle, double horseshoe, group part. Group part, this is the one that I really don't like because this creates a lot of the behaviors in the classroom, especially the talking. And then it interrupts other students when they're trying to learn. They can't hear the teacher explaining the work, so they get distracted. The one that I really like, as well as the traditional, is the pair part. Pair part, as an example, you can pair a high student with a low student, whereas you can also pair another student, good students that work good together. My literature review. Disruptive behavior is a definite problem in all classrooms that must be addressed with a teacher evidence-based strategy. In accordance with Veshun or in Agard, the most conveyed alarm between teachers and administrators in the classroom is students' disruptive behavior. The presence of discipline issues in the classroom have an unconstructive impact on students' learning. According to Igaletti, suggested that seating arrangements have certain effects on the teaching and learning process in the classroom. Participating in this study interview made the following comments expressing frustration towards their peers' disruptive behaviors. When my friends show disruptive behavior, it diverts my attention, which affects my learning. Classroom to reduce student disruptive behavior and action research. Another participant shared that once their peers begin to act out, they get distracted from the lesson and they lose track of what the teacher is talking about. These discipline issues in the classroom causes negative effects of student learning. Gomez Momoa. When teachers reinforce evidence-based intervention strategies, children become more logical thinkers and creative when they are seated at individual desks compared to grouping and pairing students' workspace. The approach to this was a naturalistic observation of middle school students in their regular classroom setting. The research finding that have assigned seating is a crucial component that has a noteworthy influence on student academic performance. Both teachers and students are responsible for disruptive behaviors in the classroom. Some of the participants in the interview addressed that teachers are responsible for correcting disruptive behavior. Setting and partakers. This action research examines common disruptive behaviors occurring in classroom environments. The study included classroom teachers and a group of 23 middle school students from a private institution consisting of 9 females and 14 males aged 13 to 15. The observation was conducted at a small private school in Broward County, which caters to around 226 students from kindergarten to 12th grade in an urban setting. To execute this research, the action research model developed by Dickens and Watkins, 1999, was utilized, involving 4 cycles: planning, acting, observing, and reflecting. Methods and procedures. Disruptive student behaviors were documented in the classroom as part of a pre-intervention strategy, employing an observation checklist to track recurring problems. 2. The research explored the effectiveness of seating arrangements as an intervention to reduce these noted disruptive behaviors. 3. Average data from the pre-intervention phase was compared with the intervention strategies implemented to lessen inappropriate behavior among students in the classroom. And 4. Additionally, 8 students were randomly chosen after the intervention to gather their views on disruptive behavior within the classroom. Data source 1. Checklist of disruptive behavior in student daily classroom setting. Data. Through observation design, checklist for the purpose of this research, in which students were observed in their daily classroom setting. The data analysis, the number of students compared to the number of students who displayed disruptive behavior in a trial pre-intervention and treatment and post-intervention. Data source 2. Bar graph of the most common types of disruptive behavior. Data. The number of students who displayed disruptive behavior in pre-observation phases and the types of disruptive behavior revealed during the observation. The following types of disruptive behaviors recorded in the observation. Bullet point 1, licking out windows, 25%. Bullet point 2, coming late to class, 28%. Bullet point 3, talking to their peer, 38%. Bullet point 4, laughing/outbursts in the classroom, 44%. Bullet point 5, unrelated activities such as drawing, 20%. Bullet point 6, shifting around the classroom out of their seat, 35%. Findings, limitation, and implications. Leaking out of the window from 25% to 15%. Coming late to class, 28% reduced to 18%. Talking to their peers from 38% to 25%. Laughing/outbursts in the classroom, 44% declined to 16%. Unrelated activities such as drawing, 20% reduced to 14%. Shifting around the classroom out of their seat, dropped to 22%. Comparison between pre- and post-intervention data on disruptive behavior. Data source 3. Comparison between pre- and post-intervention data on disruptive. The result revealed that disruptive behaviors that exist before the intervention compare excessive high than that of while in treatment. The following comparison was reduced. Looking out of the window from 25% to 15%. Coming late to class, 28% reduced to 18%. Talking to their peer from 38% to 25%. Laughing/outbursts in classroom, 44% declined to 16%. Unrelated activities such as drawing, 20% reduced to 14%. Shifting around the classroom out of their seat from 35% dropped to 22%. Comparison between pre- and post-intervention data on disruptive behavior. As you can see, these are the 2 different lines showing you the pre- and post-intervention data on disruptive behavior. The black line shows you the pre-intervention, how high it was, as well as you're looking at the blue line that's showing you the post, how it significantly reduced from high to low. Limitations. This study faced some limitations. including a small sample size that focused solely on a single intervention regarding classroom seating arrangements. Additionally, the research had to be conducted within an 8-week period. Nevertheless, the study was based on existing literature concerning the significant impact of seating arrangements in the classroom and their definitive effect on student disruptive behavior. And these are my references. Thank you. The end.